for here?
Anybody
There's
have an
some
Advil
knowledges.
for Carrick? Jesus.
Sorry, what?
He wants to know what kind of procedure he could go through with the lizard folk to see if they are, like, if they're religious, if they take money, if they want trial combat to kind of get away out of fighting 288 people.
Yeah.
For lizard folk, they don't really care much for money. They're more material or religious kind of people, since they're part of the or of the Holy Snake, or at least they are the biggest advocates for it. Their main concern is following the way of the Holy Snake, precious gems, and they're not one for one-on-one combat, since they know their numbers are their strength.
Okay.
Order of the Holy Snake, we use that. Carrick, you have an amulet and the cloak.
Again, this is the tower, and from looking around, this isn't the time that you're from.
Yeah.
Especially since in the time that you're from, the Order of the Holy Snake is pretty much the only religion people that will follow Mass. Like, it's the most popular. It's basically the law of the world.
Yeah.
And to have people attacking lizard folk en masse like this, it's really out of the ordinary for where you're from.
You said something about they like precious gems?
Yes, they use precious gems for their magic and as offerings to Sazori.
Okay.
I have gold.
They do not care for money.
Those gold bars. Technically, it's not a gem.
Currency is not what they care for. I was going to ask the commander here what resources he has for diplomacy and what the true enemy is we're going for. So we're trying to get we're not necessarily trying to fight these lizard folk, so what is the true enemy? What is the true objective for this squadron? And do we have any precious gems of any sort? Or authority to promise precious gems?
It ain't ours to question our uppers. We're just here to get on past and let the lieutenants on their way through. We don't have much to offer. I mean, we're just the bashers of sorts. We got weapons, but don't really of value.
So we're trying to get past them to what?
We just need to get past them so that our lieutenants can go through.
Oh, so your lieutenants can go through? Okay.
I said to Carrick, I have this elemental gem. It's not really a precious gem for magic, however, it's a magical gem.
Okay, what I got here? Damn, Jack walked away. I was gonna ask if he had any gems left. Be under my notes. Okay.
See, I'd like to know what the ability of these lizard folk are, like how strong they actually are.
You can roll a knowledge local.
Alright.
Well, you need to actually look at them before you can roll that.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we can go size them up and...
That's what I'm saying, Diana could get us all like, an invisible spear so we can have a look without being seen. So that stops any hassle from them.
If you'd like to do that, I would prefer to go about the whatchamacallit, the diplomatic route. So I mean, if you want to spy on them while I'm doing that, by all means, or if you want to do that beforehand.
I'd like to do it before, because if this diplomatic stuff goes wrong and they decide to attack us,
Okay. Alright, that sounds good. You guys want to do that out of character? I'll go put the papers up. Hopefully Jack will come back here so that he can help you out. That'll just take me 5-ish minutes. I'll try and do it as fast as I can.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Come
scout
back,
'em up,
everyone's
I'll be
dead.
back.
yeah.
We're all going away.
Are we gonna wait, or should, like, I'm happy to do the invisible sphere, have a look at them, and then...
Go ahead.
Okay, so Diana will cast invisibility, let's go. Get there so no one else gets in it, we shouldn't be doing it. So Diana will cast invisibility sphere on herself, so her and Difrost are now invisible.
You'll see a lot of the dwarves react to this and be very shocked.
Okay, well... Oh, too late now, I've already said it. Shit, I forgot about them. I should have told them how we're doing it. Oh well. Okay, and then I'll walk there. Some more dwarves.
As you turn around the corner and you see these dwarfs, these would be the ones that the dwarf kind of commanders talking about, the mages. There's one guy with a crossbow that doesn't seem to be too magically focused. However, the two other guys is a wizard and a warlock, and they have both wands. And sizing them up and knowing about your own kind of magical expertise, these guys are kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Alright.
They don't really seem to be trained in magic. They've only... They
Yeah.
know they can use magic, and they're doing it, but nobody's told them how to do it
Okay.
like properly.
So they've read a book for the first time ever, and they're going from that type of thing.
Kind of, yes. As you turn around the corner, you'll notice that within this kind of environment, it's actually... The sun is setting, and the sun is on the lizardman's side, giving you a good amount of light. However, the light is kind of dimming. You don't see the sun itself. However, since it's a tower, you're not sure how the sun would affect the dwarfs. The sun is being blocked by the wall, and you can see the formations that the dwarf was talking about. Just a quick skim of their heads, you think the number is closer to 300 than 200.
Alright.
And you can roll knowledge local if you want.
Okay, this is where Diana steps in as a bard. Knowledge. Aha. Haha.
What in particular do you want to know?
From the looks of them, obviously, I'm asking for... This is 300 of them, I don't think the fight's going to happen.
They are statted up if you really want to fight them. They use mob rulings, which you won't know because you've not played it yet.
So I wanted to know how hard they'd hit, really. So,
since they use mob rulings, these kind of act like swarms. They always hit because of the amount of attacks they're doing.
okay, alright.
You can gather they're not going to hit incredibly hard for the amount of people there are. It's going to be a barrage of attacks.
They're always going to hit.
Alright.
So, because they're not going to hit hard, would I know like a damage reduction would really work? Because obviously it's hard.
You don't know if their weapons are magical, so you'd have to use detect magic.
I'll check that. I'll do that in a minute. I don't know if I can actually see this, but I can see it, if that makes sense. Like that snake in the background there.
Yes, there is a snake behind a tower.
Right.
That is more of a snake than these hybrid things.
Yeah, and is it only one of them?
Just the one, yes.
Uh,
And you can roll a knowledge history if you want.
yeah.
But sizing up the platoons, you think you can take about 2 rounds of hits if they hit at highest.
Wow. What, that, my characters themselves, or?
Yeah, if Difrost was hit by 2 of these formations, he could survive.
Alright. So did you say history, sorry?
Yes, history.
No.
Alright. You don't know his name as it escapes you, however, he does look to be one of the kind of... He's kind of like the Napoleon of this age. He is leader of this army, however, from where he's positioned, he's not going to be in the fight itself.
Okay.
And since he's a full snake, he would be a lot harder to hit, maybe because his scales are a lot harder, denser than the other ones. As a character himself, he isn't really a harsh person. However, he does follow orders.
Right. What about the big guys? Are they like 2 individual big guys, or they're also a platoon?
The big guys are individuals.
Right. Okay. I'll head back. And we wait.
And that's the numbers of people. And Jack's back if you want to kind of...
And Jack just walked through with the spear, so now he's invisible to everyone else.
What?
Again, all the dwarfs are really confused as to what's happening.
Wait, what's happened?
Diana cast invisibility sphere on her and Difrost so they could scout out the enemy.
Oh, okay.
And now you've just walked in the sphere, so you're also invisible to everyone else.
No.
Nah.
If you go into spheres, it's turn invisible. If you leave, you become visible and you can't get it again.
Alright, so never mind. You just don't know where we are, so you've just walked up to a random point.
And you've knocked into Diana.
Yeah, you bitch. Just wait for Carrick and then I'll let off the information.
You can just attack them while Carrick's not here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, totally.
Oh crap, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Whilst I'm still invisible, I'll go back. And let's have a look. I'll get Diana to do it. Diana will cast Detect Magic. And look at the weapons and stuff.
Yeah, the pikemans are not using magical weapons, however the martial artists have magical fists.
Okay.
The javelin throwers at the back seem to have enchanted javelins, however, they don't have a lot left.
Alright.
And the large lizard folk have great clubs that are enchanted, however they look more like they're gonna use their natural weapons than their great clubs.
Alright.
You'll also know that the bigger lizard folk have a breath weapon.
Want to know what type by looking at them? Or is that another roll?
These are too old for you to know.
Alright. Would I know if they're good or evil or neutral? Or is it again too old?
Too old.
Alright.
At at this point, the history would get blurred.
Okay.
It'd be more a matter of opinion.
And obviously our clerics are here, so they can't tell.
And I'm back.
Alright.
Alright,
Fish
now
has
we can discuss.
Fish has attacked, so you're now all in danger.
So how'd the scout go?
Yeah. So there's 290 of the army, and then there's by the looks of it, a single snake at the
Sorry,
back.
I thought I heard somebody coming. What?
Ah.
Start again?
There's 290 in the army. They'll attack in squadrons, so you are going to get hit if they attack you. However, even I would be able to take 2 rounds of their attacks. Well, 2 rounds of one squadron's attacks. There's a snake in the back who looks to be leading this. He's just a full-blown snake. However, I doubt he will actually join the fight unless he is the last man standing or something like that. The front pikemen are not using any magical weapons. The martial artists have magic gloves by the looks of it. They've got 2 large guys. The 2 individual large guys. They both have a magic club. However, I'd assume they would prefer to use their natural weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got a few javelin throwers at the back. Again, all using magic weapons. However, they're running low on ammunition, like the dwarf said.
Okay.
So, the 2 big guys, however, have a breath weapon. I'm unable to tell you which one it is. I just can't work it out.
Okay.
So if we planned it through, we could probably take them down if we had to. However, I wouldn't want to be 1 minute talking to them and then they've got the advantage and attack us all at once.
You can roll a knowledge for that. 1 sec. You can roll a knowledge, nobility, and royalty
Or to identify what?
to identify basically the procedures for war.
So if we got to talk to them, will they attack us if we fail? Pretty much.
Okay, you know that whilst you are talking to a representative or the head of a nation, you're basically within a parlay, and if one side attacks, they are denounced by everyone who knows about it.
Okay.
So we can talk safely then.
Yes. However, this is a thing that Phoebe did. It has now happened to you lot.
Yep. Well, yeah, if you all feel comfortable, we can go talk with them, see if we can...
By the way, I've ended my sphere.
I'm sorry?
I was invisible the whole time.
Okay.
So you're just talking to a voice.
Okay.
The dwarves are freaking out.
I'll say, don't worry, calm down, I was just scouting the enemy and stuff. as she rolls a diplomacy.
Was there?
Calm down, people.
The
They have no
dwarfs
sort
are calm, but they are very confused and rather scared.
Nothing to be scared about.
They didn't have any sort of equipment, siege equipment or anything like that.
No. Oh, I saw.
And defensive barriers, do they have any of that?
No, it's
Or
just them on the front line. Their numbers are. These dwarves are literally getting outnumbered by a lot.
classic dwarf syndrome.
Literally, if the lizard folks want, they could charge right now and wipe these dwarves out.
Well, that bodes well. They either don't know the strength of the dwarves
Yep.
currently, or they are open to negotiations.
Every so often, you'll see the three dwarfs near the end fire off a round, the crossbow bolt, and then magic missiles.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna go talk with them. We're gonna go parlay and see if we can come to some sort of agreement.
Give me 1 second, lad. I'll call my men off. He then shouts in Dwarven to the three people he has around the corner just to back off and hold their fire. He then gets into his pocket and brings out what seems to be a white flag. And then, if you unravel it, in the middle it has kind of a golden Dwarven head symbol. This is what we normally use to talk with individuals. They shouldn't attack you if they see that.
Okay. Thank you.
But I will say, we ain't surrendering.
No, you're not surrendering. You have to get through these lands. Do you have anything to trade or barter with? I mean, I know that you don't have anything currently, but does your kingdom have anything that you can offer?
I can't say, lad. I'm just here to attack.
Okay. Alright. Carrick will take the flag. Go ahead and march out there.
Should Diana play a bit of music to, I don't know, do this thing she's good at?
Yeah, boosting skills or whatever, by all means.
Oh no, she can't do that, it's weird. I don't know how that would work.
What?
Can Diana sing to boost skills, or is that a
Yeah, you
income?
can.
Yeah.
That's inspire competence. You have to look up how much that gives.
Right, 1 second then.
It's just on the bard itself.
Yeah. What, just the bard gets it?
Yeah.
Ah. Inspired competence.
Inspire competence with 6 or more ranks in perform.
Yeah.
Allies within 30 feet get a +2 to their skill checks.
Alright.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, she can start singing. He'll also, well, she'll play a horn. Could I roll the
You know
perform?
that horns are normally a sign of war.
Never mind, she won't play a horn. She'll just carry on.
Alright. As you free, since Achilles is just staying back,
I'm gonna say.
as you turn around the corner, Carrick, you have the flag unraveled.
Yeah.
You see the javelin throwers at the very back kind of get ready their javelins. However, they notice the flag and they kind of they lower them a bit, but they're still at the ready.
Okay. And out. Stand out on the central ground.
Achilles?
Unless we're supposed to move into...
Do you stop moving there, or?
Yeah, unless it's customary to go to the entirely all the way to the enemy's line. I just assume stop in the...
Yeah, I suppose like halfway. They'll meet you halfway.
As you stop there, you see a kind of break in formation as the martial artists take a kind of all step to the... It'd be their left, but you're right. And then a snake kind of slithers up and goes down the opening that's been made. Ah, you've come to discuss terms.
Yes, we're a part of the reinforcements, and we were looking to come to a peaceful solution. As we only require passage, and I'm not sure what your needs are.
Reinforcements, you say? So there are more of you.
Yes.
And you say you wish passage. I cannot
Yes.
allow.
Why is that?
These are holy grounds. Only those of followers.
Of Sazori.
Ah, you know of Sasori.
Yes, I am familiar.
You might be familiar, however you are no follower yourself. You don the dirty coverings of mankind.
Yes, I don the coverings. My culture does not accept nakedness as much as yours. Though there is nothing wrong with either.
It is not to be naked. It is to be true.
If only followers can pass through, Sazori is a god of balance and life. It might not be, being that he is a good god, it may not be hard to speak with my people and see if they would travel through your holy grounds in a manner which would be acceptable by your god and your religion.
Roll me diplomacy.
Okay, here we go. Hayden, he said they wouldn't surrender, not that they wouldn't walk through naked.
Oh, wow.
Ah, I see you wish to come to a compromise. We will allow passage on the conditions that the troops transport themselves whilst carrying their mortal shells, and if they hand over any corpses of war.
Corpses of war and carrying their belongings. I believe that to be acceptable terms. And I have your word that there will be no strikes against those who cross in this manner, meeting these terms.
I swear on both me, my army, and that of Sasori.
Okay. Boom. That's a +2. I forgot about that bonus.
It's hard to tell since he is so different from you
A
if he
snake.
is, yeah, if he's being truthful. However, there's no real change in his voice.
Alright.
Well then, that's Diana.
You're pretty sure this snake is trustworthy.
This snake is trustworthy. I have a really good gut instinct on this.
I will take you on your word then.
We shall hold a ceasefire until you return.
Agreed.
And-
Noticing that the snake has no arms, Eric will do a slight bow.
You'll notice that the snake kind of rattles his tail a bit, but since he's not a rattlesnake, it's more of a kind of a sign. And the pikemen, no, not the pikemen, the javelin throwers kind of stand their javelins in the ground.
Alright.
We'll be back.
I'll start rolling up the flag as we walk away.
Snake will then slither back the back of his troops.
Okay. These hairy little men all
Mm-hmm.
ink it up.
As you turn around the corner, you will notice that the dwarfs are kind of staring at Difrost and Diana.
Gentlemen, we have a ceasefire currently, so hold position for now and don't fire. They will-
Ceasefire! It's about time. I can finally take a piss. The dwarf then turns around and starts making the wall a bit more sturdy, if you like.
Dwarf biz. It's good for the wall.
Yeah.
Alright. We've found ourselves a peaceable solution. Does not demand surrender on your part, and requires no further bloodshed. Free passage is granted, as long as you abide by, as long as we travel with our belongings, including our clothing, and arms and armor, in our hands, and we turn over any of the dead to their priests.
This ain't some type of local bathhouse. We're not going there with our little dinkies hanging out. And what's this about you wanting to feed them the corpses?
Okay.
Is a rite of passage of their religion.
These are peaceable terms to get your men and your lieutenants. From what I understand, is the point of this engagement is to get your lieutenants across. This is a peaceable engagement. This is a peaceable solution to it. It'll get your men across. You'll have full numbers for whatever objectives you have lying ahead. And I'm sure there's promotion involved to someone who can, as always, full numbers. They're always the best numbers to come back with or to start an engagement with. They clearly outnumber you. And even with our help, it would be a battle that would cost you most, if not all, of your men. It may not be the most dignified solution, but it is a solution that grants life on all sides.
I don't like it, but it's a solution like you said. And from looking at the numbers, we ain't got the numbers to back them. It's a good thing we ain't got that don't ask, don't tell policy going around.
Agreed.
You can also roll a knowledge, nobility, or royalty for what you just said.
Shit, I don't know why I did that.
Sleight of hand, you want to touch him? This isn't a little dinky.
God damn it. Let's see, there we go. Wait, why religion? I don't know why I did religion twice. Oh.
What are you rolling?
I don't know! My head's like saying, I don't know.
It's nobility. We got it. There's two.
Okay, Carrick, you're pretty sure that the tower has sent you kind of a back ways in time, since the way the dwarf is talking is that same-sex relations is not really a liked thing. But in the time that you're from, Kimikri has a same-sex monarchy.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Just trying to keep this guy happy so we can get across. Alright.
And with
Well,
that,
since...
the dwarfs start to put down their arms and unbutton their shirts. You then hear a large click and everything freezes.
Oh, thank goodness, I wasn't
God.
looking forward to
Yeah, I didn't want to show up all these little dwarves, you know.
Oh, dear.
you know, because you're playing two characters, that could have easily been Diana, which would have been fun. Don't want to show up all these dwarves here. Diana, you so sassy.
Don't want to make them all go red, do I now? Don't know what to do with a woman like me. These are frozen as well, I guess.
Yep.
Gonna... Okay.
As you go past their formations, you do see a door to the left.
Squeeze it through.
Oh. That went by relatively well.
Quite swimmingly.
Could have been more funny. Throwing an elephant in there, just have a bit of fun. Yeah.
Nah, that's
Minute.
fine.
It was possible for you to fight them.
It's nice to not have to kill people.
Mm-hmm.
Go about
Okay.
massacring.
Everybody don't move.
What the hell? Oh no, that's gonna be fun.
What the butt?
Oh, great.
Okay, so you go up to the staircase and you go into another room that shifts between both the tower itself and a rather large war room. You kind of bump into the back of an elf who's talking with a few other weird-looking elves, to say the least. You can hear the chatter of people talking about themselves, and the room is pretty much full of elfkin. In the middle, there's a rather large table with a parchment map laid out. And on top of the parchment map itself, there are several kind of tokens of trees, mountains, and the like, and kind of figures representing different types of battle units. And to the far south of the room, you notice a rather finely dressed mage, and behind her a rather big-looking fellow. The people don't really seem to get annoyed at your presence, since only one of you is not an elf.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I guess I'll ask the elf in front of me what's going on.
We're having a strategy meeting right now. I don't remember your face. Are you new?
Yes. Oh,
Looking at you, you're not exactly a scout.
this is Diana
You do have
speaking, by the way.
You have some rods around you, and that crossbow. You must be a sort of mage.
That is correct.
Well, all mages should report to Mysteria. I'm sure she'll be happy to put you in a regimen.
I'm guessing that's that finely dressed woman down south.
Yes, that would be Mysteria. She's currently formulating plans with our units.
Alright. No, I guess we're moving down, guys, or?
Yes, we are.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, me and Achilles aren't necessarily mages, or we could pass as not mages.
Well, do you want to speak to him as well, then?
So
Yeah.
Shall we just...
What's Oh, sorry.
Nope,
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 nope.
nope.
Eric, be sensible.
There's people around. Save them for the bedroom.
uh,
Um, what is? Oh, what's the meeting about? Talking
Who
about
you mean? Who you
mobilizing.
talking to?
The guy who had just talked to Difrost and Diana. You're talking about mobilizing an army?
Yes. Did you take a wrong turn? This is the war room for the Elfkind.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a sellsword. I was granted access to this room.
Ah, Sellsword. You'll want to talk to Mysteria. She'll sort out your payment and job, if it's
Alright.
what you would call it right now.
Okay. I know this may sound strange, but what year is it?
I mean, ye.
What ye is it?
1 second.
Spent a long time in the wilderness.
Mhm.
I've been at sea a long time.
Yes, the ye is 927.
127. Alright. Thank you very much. That makes complete sense. Thank you. Alright. I'll follow you guys down to this Clarissa wannabe.
Mysterio.
Mysteria.
Hello, we were told to report to you.
Ah, you
Guessing.
must be some newcomers.
Yes.
What are your specialties?
Well, I'm here to liven up the area, make the people fight stronger. My husband here, he's a spellcaster. And I'll allow these two to speak for themselves. The Difrost gives way.
I specialize in hiding in the shadows, being sneaky, and being able to backstab a lot of people, but not in the way that of teammates. I'm fully trustworthy. By the way, for Garrick.
I am a sellsword, frontline fighter. Also trained in the ways of etiquette and war. So, if there's any sort of specific knowledge that's needed, or diplomacy that's required, I am also adept at that.
Ah, so we have quite the variety. You, the roguish one, you should consult with the people just over there. She then points over to the kind of wilderness-looking people to the left.
Okay. I'll just walk off. Hi, I've been asked to approach you people by Mysteria.
Ah, you'll be the one to complete our unit then. You ready to head out? We can do some scouting.
Sure. Where are we heading to?
Oh, we're heading behind enemy lines. We haven't got a report in quite some time. You get it yourself.
Okay. When are we heading off?
We can help right now. And as he says that, just behind them, the wall kind of shifts into a combination of bushes and trees.
Oh boy.
Have fun!
They kind of wave you with them as they walk through.
Remember your skills.
I know.
Okay, Achilles, roll, hide, and move silently. You will not have the cloak bonus.
Oh, crap.
You should have it high enough anyway. You're in trees, so there's shadows around, so you should be okay.
Oh wait, my hide check hasn't even got on the thing so far. So there's my hide check. And move silently. Just let me take off.
God, I want to know if this looks like a young Clarissa Dyer.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And Achilles is gone for an hour, so...
Holy shit.
What are the other people doing in this?
Does this woman show any resemblance to Clarissa Dyer?
She seems pretty similar to Krista, yes.
Oh, secondary question, because I'm not sure. Is Dyer the surname?
Yeah.
Dyer is the surname, yes.
You wouldn't happen to me Mysteria Dyer, would you?
Oh, I don't know why you would combine my name with my demon, but no, I am Mysteria Alfrook.
What do you mean you're a demon?
If as you refer to Dyer, you would be referring to Rakara Shala Kalup, Dyer, over there. She then points over to the kind of grey mass just against the wall.
Hmm.
Could... Sorry, out of character. Could we get the spelling for that?
It's on his pull him down.
Oh, thank you.
Does he have a nickname to go by, or...?
Oh my god.
Well,
Oh
if
my,
you
what?
cannot say his name, he hasn't given us a nickname.
I'm so tempted to call him Rikishi.
Rafiki!
Well, it's up to you, but he is a demon after all. And he's not a bound one, so what he does is not what I control.
Why is he here then?
He is my advisor. I called upon him quite some years ago.
Interesting.
You might not be able to understand him, though. He doesn't exactly speak most people's language.
Well, suppose where would you like us, the rest of us, to be?
Yes, you sent our roguish friend away. Is there anything we could assist with?
Well, since we now have our recon unit out scouting, it might be best to wait for them to return before we do anything else.
Alright.
Who is currently in this alliance, and who are we preparing for war against?
It is
So-
just the Elfkin, myself, and my demon, and we are fighting against the human folk.
Really?
Yes. You should know the history, but...
This is a Chaos War?
I'm sorry. I don't
Chaos
keep
War?
up-
What is a Chaos War?
We've been traveling for quite some time and don't keep up on current events. What is the, what's the current status? Just your allies and the Elfkin versus the humans, you're saying?
Yes. They are rather scared of our elderly. They, don't understand the lifespan of the elves, and they wish to eradicate them.
see. Elderly. What do you mean? Sorry, what do you mean elderly?
Well, we've been living quite happily with the humans up till now. However, they've noticed the elves haven't exactly been dying. Whereas humans last around 80 years, the elfkin are lasting around hundreds.
Hundreds. Shock. Carrick is shocked by this information.
It is rather unusual to see younglings like you on the battlefield, though.
We were very promising from a young age. We got scouted by a
You
cheat.
still are a young age.
Well, yes.
Yes, and I am of mixed blood. Age closer to the human lifespan.
Ah, half-elf. It is always lovely to see more of you.
I'm sorry, are you... Because of... She actually has a hood on? Or hair?
She has hair, not a hood.
Gotcha. Okay. Are you an elf as well?
No, I'm human, but I have extended my lifespan.
Oh, I see. You've extended your lifespan. Oh.
Yes.
How did you
What-
manage such a feat?
Well, once you learn enough about magic, you'll be able to do it yourself.
Ah. Hundreds, really?
Yes, some of our oldest are reaching 300 now.
Could have happened.
Is there any mundane tasks you would like us to perform around whilst the scouting party is out, or do you mind if I start playing my music?
Oh, you can do what you wish. We're all kin here.
Okay, then Diana will go set up shop. Well, set up over here. No, actually, there's not enough room. Go up. So there's more people. And start playing her music.
I have to ask, have you... I've seen odd symbols in my travels, and have you seen any like this? And he shows her the mark on the forehead that we've been seeing. As you are a powerful mage, I thought perhaps you might be able to shed some insight.
I have not seen it myself. You'd be better off asking Rakara Shara Karlup. However, I'm not sure if he would respond.
I only speak Elven, Draconic, Dwarven, Orcish, and Celestial. You know if he speaks any of those?
He does not speak any except his own language. We are telepathically linked, so I know what he says if you wish to talk to him.
That would be much appreciated if you'd be willing. Yes? Sorry, did you hear that last part?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. That'd be much appreciated if you...
Yes, she'll tell you what he says, but you have to go
Okay.
talk to him.
Okay, gotcha. Rakara... Rakara... Ashaka... Alup... Dire. Yep. I am a traveler, and I have seen this mark on powerful beings in my travels. I was wondering, in your ancient wisdom and knowledge, if you had come across such a mark.
Ah, Samario no Mocha.
Kind of looks back to Mysteria.
He said something about Samael plaything, but I do not know what Samael means.
Samael's plaything. Do you know how to counter such such a spell or symbol, the power behind it?
Jibun o Korishimasu.
Looks back to Mysteria again.
He simply just said, kill yourself.
Wow then. It's nice.
Is that the only way to be free of it? To be honest, I ask on behalf of someone who may be important to you one day. I guess gonna try and diplomatize a demon thing.
Oknal Sukamari Masen.
Looks back at Mysteria.
It doesn't look... Well, he said you shouldn't get caught, but pretty sure he means that either you should not get hit with whatever spell that causes that symbol, and even if you do, the only way to get out of it is to kill yourself.
Mention the name. See if the name rings a bell to him. 'Cause he's a demon. He might be able to have some type of future or past telling.
Tell me, it would being risen again, in the manner that followers of Sazori can be risen anew when they shed their old skin, would they come back clean of such a spell?
Anata wa Clarissa or Tano Shinde Rodao.
That doesn't... that just sounds
Clarissa?
scary. He looks back at Mysteria.
He said, I don't really think he answered your question. He said you will have fun with Clarissa. I don't know what he means by that.
Did you create her? Was she a creation of yours, or is she of relation to you?
The demon does not respond.
Well, I thank you for your insight, Ancient One.
The demon kind of has a low chuckle as you walk away.
Don't suppose you could let me know the tone of his last comment there?
It's
Yes.
rather hard to decipher his tone. I just know he's helped me so far. I wouldn't really think he would go against me now.
I don't know if it could ever help you, but I would be wary of him.
Wary how? I mean, he is a demon. I'm already wary.
Yes, I mean, keep your guard up, and I mean, if... Don't push yourself to the point where you depend on him, or it, to depend on him with your life. If you can help it, stay within your boundaries. The bounds of your own abilities.
Okay.
I know. I'm sorry that is cryptic, but I'm not sure it even means anything. It's just a feeling, you could say. And I don't know. I'd personally like to thank you for your service to my kin, I guess. Both. Carrick just kind of feels a little awkward now. He just kind of bows and walks away. Sad realizations. I'll go join up with Difrost and Diana, see if they... Have you two talked to anyone?
Nope.
Gotten any sort of feel for any... Nope, okay. Goddamn.
Just been enjoying the music of Diana.
I mean,
You could just wait it out until I'm back.
I mean, you guys are younglings. You could probably get away with more questions without suspicion than I could. And you could do it in such a manner. I mean, we seem to be in the past, and on top of that, not only are we in the past right now, we are... It's very clear to me now that our history has been rewritten in our time.
What do you mean?
I mean, there are elves that are 300 years old. And
True.
This is 100 years before elves were even
Seen.
known to be populating the planet.
Wow, so someone wiped them all out clean. Must have wiped the memory of them as well.
It did something. I don't know how to tell you this, Difrost and Diana, because I know that you have a personal agenda and or grudge against Clarissa. But I think she might be able to be saved. And I'm gonna stop there because I've gotta go.
We shall take our break.
Alright.